Hey guys, welcome back to the next episode of the Weekend Rundown. I'm your host, Drew.
And I'm your co-host, Daniel, and we're going to switch things up a little bit today. I'm going to use one of my articles to do kind of a today in history type of thing.
Like a new type segment, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
but it won't extend the show any. The show will remain the same.
No, and definitely give us some feedback. If you like it, we'll do more stuff like it.
Exactly. But before we jump into that, how was your weekend, Drew?
My weekend was incredibly intense. Not to give any spoilers away from my jokes, but I think my neighbors think that I'm fucking male celebrities because of how much I've been practicing in my apartment.
Yeah?
And yeah.
So do you feel confident?
I think I feel confident on my material. I got most of it down. I'm going to write a couple like a cheat sheet so I can look over at it, you know?
So let's say hypothetical here. You are in a competition with 20 random people. Where do you think you'd place that?
Random people who I have no idea who they are?
They're not comedians. They're just plucked from society.
I don't know, man. Somewhere so me and 19 other randoms, probably like, I'm trying very hard, so I don't know that I'd say I'd finished, like, I'm going to finish above average, I think.
So you'll be in the top 10?
Out of 20?
Yeah.
I think I'll be in the top 8.
Top 8? Top 5?
I don't know. I'm not going to say that.
You got to be confident, baby.
I do, but like I don't know 20 other people. And like you said, what if you pick out 20 people, and what if 4 of them are actual fucking comedians?
Yeah, but it could be anybody, I said. So that could be people that haven't even practiced. How many people do you think have actually practiced comedic jokes in front of a mirror?
Oh, okay. So, then maybe.
It could be me. I could be one picked.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. I have no way of knowing.
You got to put yourself in the top 2.
I don't.
Number 1, baby. You ain't first or last.
That's true, I guess. But like, I'm just trying to still be like, I need to learn. Like,
No, I got you.
I'm not a master of anything.
Even the best has to learn.
Yeah, but I'm not even the best yet. So.
Well, you can think you're the best.
No.
Anyways, I think you're the best.
I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I actually got off work the next day because I'm going to try to do an open mic night there. Like I don't
At
have
McCurdy's?
Yeah, I don't have a slot filled, but like I heard like sometimes if you go and you like say like, hey, I just did the class, like if anyone bails, I'll do it, you know?
Do you get anything? Like I
get to stand in front of the mic and like have actual people watch me, like actual.
So, but I'm saying if you're taking, it's open mic night.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. So you could do that anyway. You could sign up for that, right?
I could, and you could go sign up for it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But like I just finally had the balls to do it, and like I have an act, and now I can do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a different vibe. Like I did sign up.
So how long is your set gonna be on Wednesday?
I have it timed right now at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And that's
you have up to 5 minutes?
At 5 minutes, they're going to flash the light at me and be like, hey, get the fuck off the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like with the 4 minutes and 30 seconds, that's like me pausing for like a half a second for like the 5 people I said it to laugh, not like pausing for like a second or 2.
So you're counting on laughs to extend this thing.
Well, that's what they said. They said the whole point of it is to go up there and hopefully some people are going to laugh. Like even if you only get 5 laughs and they laugh for like 3 seconds, and that's an extra 15 seconds of time, you know? Plus, like, there's one thing that I say that, like, I said it and all of the other 11 people in the class and the teacher, like, fucking gutturally laughed. So, like, now when I say it, I imagine 250 people laughing at it, and I'm already laughing thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? So, when I say it, if 250 people laugh at the same time, dude, I'm gonna, like, you know when comedians laugh on stage? I'm gonna laugh. I can't not.
Yeah.
It's just fucking stupid, you know?
I feel like I'm gonna laugh just because I'm nervous. So I'll just laugh immediately. So there's one laugh for you.
Well, good news is I literally have a laugh within my first 2 lines. Like the first 2 things that come out, I say something funny.
That's good.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it's supposed to go?
I think so, but not everybody does that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, man. So other than that, like I just like been studying a bunch for that and like doing that. But how's your weekend been?
My weekend was uneventful other than I had a creeper in my backyard the other night.
Yeah, man, you were telling me about that. That was weird.
Yeah, had to run out, confront him, and it was he ended up telling me he was a 42-year-old man, but he had no shirt on. I don't think he had shoes. I felt like he had a cast on his arm, but he said it was something else. I don't know what the word was. My adrenaline was pumping, you know? I mean, my kids are asleep. It's 10 o'clock at night. My wife says, or my mom comes in and says, somebody's asking for Aaron, and he's in our backyard. And so I'm like, hey, man, you know, what are you doing back here? And he goes, it's the wrong backyard, man. I'm not a thief or anything, you know? It's just a common mistake. I was like, it's not a very common mistake, man. I was like, you know,
just end up in someone's backyard.
And so he started walking towards me, but that gate, or the gate, is on the other side of the yard. So I told him, you know, go around to the gate. And so he walks around to the gate, and man, he started like walking towards me, and I thought like, this is gonna get intense real quick. But then he took a step away, and that's when he was like, I'm a 42-year-old, or no, at first he said, I'm a tour, or don't get mad at me because I'm a tourist and I don't know the area. What, you've never ended up in somebody else's backyard? And I'm like, no, man, it's never happened.
Not once.
And then I was like, just go on, man, get out of here. And he goes, well, I don't like how you're fucking talking to me. And I was like, dude, you're in my yard, bud.
Right.
Like, now I don't like how you're talking to me.
Right.
You know? Right. And so then my voice started raising, and so now that's when he yelled out, well, I'm a 42-year-old man, you know, and I was like, it shows, keep moving, big dog. Right. So he left, and then 30 minutes later, I hear, Daniel, he's back. Like, oh, this fucking guy. So I go out, and I walk to the side of the fence where he was, and it's like a corner of my yard, and he goes, hey, I'm not in your yard, man. I'm not in your yard. I was like, no, you're not in my yard, and I couldn't see. It was pitch black back there. I was like, no, you're not in my yard. And he goes, no, man, I'm not in your yard. I'm in another yard. And he was talking to somebody. So I was like, who's he talking to? Well, he was talking to the person on the other side of the fence behind my house. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if it's a drug dealer or what it was. But so I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to stand here because I am in my yard. And so I just stood there, and they talked for a minute. And then he said something like, what, you're just not going to say anything? I'm like, not part of it. I'm not part of this, dude. You know,
I'm just standing in my yard.
Exactly. And then the light shined on him, and I could see where he was, and he's in my neighbor's yard.
Right.
And I know he doesn't know my neighbors, and they have kids too. So I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of their yard, man.
Right.
And he's like, man, I know him. I was like, oh yeah, dude, you know him? And he was like, yeah, dude, I know him. And I was like, you don't fucking know them, dude. Get out of their yard. He goes, you see this ladder right here? And it was like a ladder he had pulled over. And he was like, what do you think it's here for? And I was like, it's not there for your fat ass to jump over the fence. So then he gets over the fence, and I'm like, telling my mom and Serena to call the cops. And they're on the phone with the cops. And the guy starts walking away, and he looks back. He's like, I ain't no fucking punk, man. I ain't no fucking punk. And I'm like, dude, no one's calling you a punk. I'm
calling you a trespasser.
Yeah, like borderline stalker, really. And then he yelled out his address, which I've drove by that house a couple times now, and I haven't seen him. But then at 3 o'clock in the morning, dude, I hear 2 tugs on my doorknob. Fucking, I ran outside and fucking couldn't find him, but maybe it was in my head. I don't think it was.
Like you just like thought like maybe like somebody could have been like.
Yeah, because I mean it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I had already been alert, you know. But yeah, so I called the cops, and I learned that you can't trespass somebody if the cops don't actually see him there. So the best thing to do is because I told the cop, I said, well, can I hold him here? And he didn't say no.
What did he say? He
didn't respond. He's like, And then I asked it like 3 more times, and every time he was like,
You're like, bro, like, is there like citizen's arrest? Like, he's in my yard.
And then, because I was like, man, I don't want to have to call you guys 17 times, and he just runs away and then comes back and then runs away. And the guy's like, yeah, man, no, I get it. And it was like, my best thing that I can tell you to do is to just don't alert him that you're here, you know.
Just call.
That, you know,
just
here.
immediately call.
Just call him. Boom, we'll come and get him. You know. So.
Right. It's like cool. Like I just have to tell my kids, like, don't go to the windows. Stay away from the windows.
Yeah. No. So that was how my weekend went.
Wow, that's not fun. Like, okay, I had a cool one, and you had a not cool one.
I mean, it was pretty cool. It was exhilarating. Nothing bad happened.
Right, but it was just like trespassing McGee.
Trespassing McGee. I mean, it's just, it's never happened to me. I'm 33, and nobody's ever just been in my backyard.
Well, he tried to play it off like it happens all the time, but really, like, that's a thing that, like, random things can happen to you, but, like, oh, no, it doesn't happen all the time. Maybe in the world, maybe it happens in, like, third world countries.
But not to you, you know what I mean? He was like, oh, what? This has never happened before? I'm like, no, this has never fucking happened before.
Like, maybe, like, in the 90s, 8-year-old kid would run through your backyard.
And then the fact that he came back, just now I know he's a liar.
Right. Well, I knew he was a liar the second he said he was a tourist, and
yeah.
It's fucking, no shirt.
Yeah, man.
So sounds terrible.
Anyway, should I hop into...
I don't know, man. You tell me. You want to do that? Do it.
Yeah, I want to do it. I guess I can do it before, or I guess I'll start it as one of my articles. So this is going to be Today in History for June 26th, because that is the day of this recording. So Today in History, in 1541, Francisco Pizarro was assassinated, and Pizarro was killed in Lima, Peru, by supporters of his partner-turned-rival, Diego de Almagro.
Okay, so who are these people?
He was a Spanish conquistador, and Almagro was a fellow soldier, and they both claimed rights to the Peruvian city of Cusco. Pizarro had him murdered, and then Almagro's supporters killed Pizarro in revenge on, would you have it, June 26th.
There you go.
All right. Also, on this day in 1807, a gunpowder factory killed 300 people in Luxembourg. Lightning struck a gunpowder... That's just bad luck.
That's real bad luck.
Lightning struck a gunpowder factory in Kirchberg, Luxembourg. The strike triggered an explosion that raised 2 blocks and killed more than 300 people. It's believed to be one of the deadliest lightning strikes in history. I love how they don't count it as like an explosion, but they're like, no, that was definitely a lightning strike.
Well, because it was
they all died by lightning.
It was caused by lightning strike. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's like, I don't even know what to compare that to. That's like literally like whenever you like shoot a firework at like a huge bonfire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, man, if you weren't playing with the
firework,
the bottle rocket, none of this would happen. All right, so also on this day, we're getting closer. 1945, the United Nations Charter is signed. I think we all kind of know what that is. The start of the United Nations. 1997, on this day, Israel Kamakawiwo'ole died.
Who is that?
And he is the man that he sung the soul-stirring rendition. It says soul-stirring rendition, but I think it's just the version everybody knows of Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh, okay.
And he had long suffered from health problems because of his size and weighed around 1,000 pounds when he died.
Holy moly.
Yep. Look him up, but you're going to have to rewind and try and figure it out from how I just said his name.
Yeah.
And then finally, on this day in 2015, same-sex marriage became legal in the United States. The Supreme Court announced its decision in Obergefell versus Hodges, declaring that bans on same-sex marriages and bans on recognizing same-sex marriages were unconstitutional. The case originated with a gay couple named Jim Obergefell and John Arthur, whose marriage was recognized in Maryland but not in Ohio. The Supreme Court decision effectively made same-sex marriage legal in all 50 states. And that is all the interesting things that have happened on June 26th. But next year, you can also say, we had this awesome podcast.
You can say that. There's going to, hopefully, if we're on the article next year, that'd be sick.
If we make the cut.
I mean, the podcast is not, we're not going to stop doing it. It's not happening.
No. We're not stopping. You don't even have to listen. We're not going to stop.
Well, we actually got more listens this last week than we've ever had before.
No, yeah. I mean, I want you to listen, but I'm just saying.
We got 30 different downloads this week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It started slow, I thought.
It did start slow. It did. But last week was bad. Last week wasn't good. You guys didn't want to listen last week. It's okay.
Last week was a tough week.
Well, not last week. We mean 2 weeks ago. But yeah.
It was a tough week, man. There was a lot going on.
There was a lot going on.
I don't remember, but clearly.
Yeah, clearly everybody else was kind of busy. So I guess I'll go into my first one then, if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
We're going to switch it up a little bit, and I'm going to do 2, and then you're going to do 1, and whatever. I don't really know. I think it'd be remiss if I didn't start with the Titan submersible imploded, killing all 5 on board.
Got to talk about it.
We do. I don't really want to be that way, but like you said, what kind of news commentary show can we be if we didn't talk about this, right?
Exactly.
So this was an article written by the U.S. Coast Guard. They, I guess, found, or I don't know if they found it, or it says, basically the article says, the submersible carrying 5 people of the Titanic imploded near the site of the shipwreck and killed everyone on board, authorities said Thursday. So bringing a tragic end to the saga that included an urgent around-the-clock search for the worldwide vigil. We were all kind of like watching, right?
I think everyone was. Yeah.
Everybody had like the sliver of hope that they would find those 5 dudes still alive.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that they weren't going to, but you hold out hope.
You do hold out hope. They said that they could have had 96 hours worth of oxygen, but now this article is kind of saying they're thinking it happened right away.
Guys, if you're liking and enjoying the episode and want us to make some more great content for you, you could go down to the bottom and click support the show. It's either like a one-time $3 charge, or you can give $3 every month, and that would really help. We could just keep making some good episodes for you. If you can't do that, we ask that you go and rate us in whichever platform that you listen to and share us wherever you can. It means a lot to us, so we can keep making some great episodes for you guys, the listeners, the ones that we do it for the most. Thank you.
I heard something that said that they certainly would have known that something was wrong. And also, another guy that went down said
it says that the U.S. Navy literally had acoustic data, like huge acoustic data, and found an anomaly consistent with an implosion or explosion in the vicinity of where the submersible was operating. So,
well, how did they heard it? They heard the explosion.
They heard it on sonar. They heard like either it was something that was.
They just happened to be in the area at the time. That
U.S. Navy is just like always constantly like listening,
shit.
So
yeah,
and they were like there's sonar from the main boat. And so it was kind of like doing it, and then the area where they found the explosion, that was where they found or whatever, the wreck. So that's kind of bad. It's like it's really sad they lost these people, man. I know everyone wants to like make jokes about like, oh, they're rich people, like we need less rich people. It's just I don't know, man.
I mean, they're people.
They are people. I'm sure this
That's
is
what you got to focus on.
I'm gonna say I bet they signed a non-disclosure agreement. Like, of course, I wonder. Do you?
Oh yeah, they did. I read the entire non-disclosure.
Do you think that they got to see the craft before they went in it?
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Fuck yeah! A lot of people backed out. A lot of people were like, "No, I'm not going in that thing."
Yeah, it's just like
it had a game controller,
the Logitech controller. That's like everyone's making fun of right now.
It had a freaking Camping World lights in it. The glass was like not rated for that deep sea. It had a carbon fiber hull, which has never been tested at those depths other than this, which had 14 runs. So it's had 14 tests at that depth. And somebody that was on it wrote him a letter last year, and that's why he stopped running it, doing excursions last year. And this was his first one this year, was because the guy said, hey, I'm an acoustics expert, and I was on your sub with you down there, and you told me that the sounds were normal, but those sounds are consistent with somewhere in the hole breaking down and getting spongy.
He's basically like your hole's breaking apart.
Exactly. And
he's like, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to freak everybody out.
He wrote him a letter because he was like, I know he's the type of guy that wouldn't, he doesn't take criticism well. He said, so I wrote it to him in a letter. But just the whole thing, it was just kind of like an experiment, and it was just
I need to grab a drink.
The fact that you make those people guinea pigs and put them in that situation. And I heard that they 100 so when they died, it would have happened so quick. It would have taken 1/20th of a second, or 1/20th of a second from when the implosion began to when they were just dead
because of the pressure,
because of how quick it would have happened. they wouldn't have felt anything, but somebody that was on it said that there are you're hearing noises the whole time, and B, there was some sort of system on there to let you know if there was a problem. So there would have been an alarm or something that went off inside the submersible that would have let everyone know, oh shit, there's some sort of catastrophic problem.
You would think that there would be some sort of like, I mean, obviously you can't regulate the things that go that deep in the ocean, but like James Cameron, like built his own submersible to go down there, you know?
Yeah, James Cameron's actually the one that said that there would have been some sort of, they would have known that there was a problem. And then they also said that within the diving community, they heard that the buoyancy weights were dropped, proving that they knew there was a problem if they had dropped those weights off.
Right.
Because that meant that they were trying to ascend quickly. Unfortunately, it was just not quick enough or too little too late.
Right. It's crazy. I guess the U.S. Coast Guard, the Canadian, British, and French Coast Guards were all looking.
Dude, the governing body over the Titanic area of water is like Virginia. It's like a board in Virginia. I don't know who cuts up the world and says who rules what.
Right.
But sometimes it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, dude.
Like, wasn't it a ship coming from England that never got to America that crashed in Canadian waters?
Yeah, I think it was owned by an American company, though.
Okay.
I'm not sure, man. Like,
So now we own the water? We own the water, man, right there. That's ours.
all the way up. Straight
Yep.
up, it's like a tower's worth. Dude,
12,500 feet.
I actually
of just
saw this thing in
agua.
Speaking of up, this is like completely off topic, but I saw that in like New York. They're like selling like above space. So like existing buildings in New York, they like only own like 2 stories worth. So like everything from like the 3rd story to the 8th story like can be sold by the city of New York.
Really?
Yeah, dude. So you see these buildings that were made in like the early like 1900s or 1930s, and then like literally like
They're not grandfathered in or nothing?
No, they just build new stuff on top of it. Like you're not grandfathered. New York's trying to build everything up and up and up. That's the only building space, man. You ever been to Manhattan, dude?
What's crazy to me is that if governments want to make extra money, why isn't there like McDonald's M painted at every intersection?
What does that have to do with government? The government, you mean to sell like the intersection
exactly.
ad space?
Yeah. If the government wants to make extra money, I mean, wouldn't like that
I agree
be
with that.
a terrific way to do it? I mean, you want to keep people's eyes on the road,
but then also you're gonna have in the future where it's like they're literally like shooting ads at you at stoplights into your car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying to take it that far,
But that's
but
what
I'm
will
saying
happen.
it's easier to you're already maintaining the road. Why put up a billboard?
Right.
Right.
Well, the billboard, I think, does the government own the billboards, or does somebody else? Does whoever?
So does the government make no money for advertisement? They don't advertise.
They make money off taxes, bro. That's
Yeah,
where
but advertisement, I feel like they own so much land.
they do. They maybe they do, but I feel like no, they own the land, but I don't know if they make money off of the advertising, which would be smart. But they're just so content taking money from us, bro.
Yeah,
that, like,
well,
come
stop
on.
taking it from us. You
Yeah,
know,
well-
take it from the corporations and throw some fucking ads on the corners and lower my goddamn taxes.
Or shit, if we decide to put a fucking X amount of ads on our house, give me a benefit, like so I don't have to pay as
Yeah,
much
there
taxes.
we go. Yeah,
I'll fucking support Wendy's on my fucking house.
you can
if I-
wrap my damn car.
Yeah, bro. Like for real.
Exactly. But I'm not gonna like go put one of these magnets on my car for fucking $50 a week.
I mean, I'll do that.
No, fuck that. You guys need a dick. I'm nobody's billboard.
So I've got another weird one to talk about. It's kind of short. It is authorities in Ecuador confiscate pigs and fighting cocks, or known as roosters, from a prison, inside of the prison.
Fighting cocks.
Fighting cocks. On June 16th, Ecuadorian security forces confiscated pigs, fighting cocks, and more than 24 bladed weapons, among other items, from a high-security wing of Bella Vista prison in the city of Santo Domingo, the country's military said. So the police and operatives of the SNAI prison authority were shown wheeling out 2 pigs from the prison in images. Dude, these pigs are huge, dude.
How do you fight pigs? Do pigs have teeth?
No, but like you could, if you starved the pigs and then you wanted to get rid of someone in the prison, you could just give them to the pigs, and the pigs.
Yeah,
will
but
eat them.
I thought it said they were fighting the pigs.
No, they were fighting the cocks, and they were using the bladed weapons. They removed 12 of those fighting cocks, 26 bladed weapons, 16 electrical items, which who even knows, and some other stuff.
An electrical item could be anything. It could be a cell phone. Right?
Yeah, they didn't say how the animals ended up in there. I guess Ecuador's prisons are plagued by like super poor conditions and violence, so like that makes sense, like you said.
Have you ever seen that Locked Up Abroad show?
I have. Like, I don't know that I believe everything in that show all the time.
Some of it does seem like it could
like
be staged.
like you're fabricating it. Like obviously, like maybe the basic story is true, but they're like, we're gonna add this and this and this in because like
I think
makes cool for a more compelling story.
Yeah, I think the prisons that they show are like actual prisons, but I think the story when they follow the guy is probably a little more.
I think more
created.
So what I'm trying to say is like this guy went to this prison for sure for selling drugs for sure. He was over there for 4 years, but did he like meet Johnny Suicide who chopped his eye out or whatever? Like,
oh, I don't know anything about his backstory. I'm just talking about when he goes to these different prisons. You know what I'm saying? Am I thinking of the wrong show?
Locked Up Abroad is the one wherever like these people come and they give their testimonies about like back when I was 18 in the 70s, we were moving weed across the border.
That's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of it's a show. I'll have to look it up. But it's a show where the guy was locked up in England for a while and then turned out that he was innocent, which I looked into that. I don't know that he was innocent. Apparently the system thinks he's innocent.
Right.
But he uses it to his advantage whenever he goes into these prisons because he'll go into prisons all over the world in these other countries and he'll go in for like a week or whatever and just kind of like see what it's like in prison in that country. And sometimes he'll have to like intimidate another prisoner and he'll be like, yeah, I was locked up for murder, you know, because that's what he did like 10 years for it. But then he was proven innocent and released.
Right, but he'll still be saying that.
But he'll still say it, and he'll say, oh, well, you know, I'd only say that because these are dangerous situations I'm in. And
I have to.
Yeah, and I looked into it, and I'm like, man, they let you go because like you admitted to it or something. Like I don't know. I can't think of exactly how it happened, but he admitted or some shit, and they let him go. Something on like a technicality, like the police roughed him up when they got him or something weird like that.
Right.
Like,
It was like they didn't.
It doesn't mean you were
his,
innocent,
right?
bro.
They didn't read his rights or something.
Exactly. It doesn't mean you're innocent.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that show. What I was thinking, the Locked Up Abroad, it was like what I was telling you. It's like kind of like fabricated type story, but yeah, dude, there's not much to this Ecuador article except like it's crazy to think how lax they are in prisons in third world countries because you kind of, well, I don't know about you. I'm saying the universal you would imagine that because it's so rough in those prisons that like you have nothing, you know?
It's called Inside the World's Toughest Prisons.
Ah, okay.
And the guy's name is Raphael Rowe.
Raphael Rowe.
Yeah. And he like goes like a prison in Colombia, a prison in Germany. And then some of them aren't the roughest prisons because one of them he goes to like a prison in Switzerland or some shit.
Right.
And that's pretty nice.
I've seen those prisons.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Like they get like X amount, like they get as much video game time as they want.
Dude, so remember Mike at work?
Mike.
Long hair Mike?
Yes.
So we were talking, and he was saying something about how there's this like one Swedish like guy who like literally is like a mass murderer, and he like complained, you know, about getting like worse games.
Oh
like,
yeah, no,
games.
that's yeah. I was telling you about that too, and
yeah, we talked about that, right?
He said he was getting children's games, and he actually
we talked about that on one of the earlier episodes.
Set off a bomb at some building. And then whenever the police were rushing to that, he put on a police uniform, rowed a boat to this island that was like a political island where like kids were camping out at. And all of them, and then like set off a bomb on one side of the island, and then all the kids came running to him because they were like, "Oh, a police officer!" And then he pulled out his freaking AK or AR, whatever he had, and just started unloading on these kids. He killed like 32 or 36 people, mostly kids, and he got like
20 years,
11 years.
Right.
Like something ridiculous. They don't believe in life there. They believe in rehabilitation.
Right.
And like, I think that's good for a lot of situations, but I think we should,
you're like, this guy can't be rehabbed.
Yeah, this guy is, he did it because he knew nothing was going to happen.
That's so, there's like no repercussions.
Yeah. It's like, I mean,
it's fucking terrible.
Some people got to be made examples of, man. And that guy's one of them.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you don't want to kill somebody, like you said, at least put them in prison the whole time.
Exactly. Yeah, because there's no coming back from like killing him if you take his life and then you find out he was innocent or somebody else drove him and made him do it or some shit. I don't fucking know.
You got another article in there?
Yeah. I actually wanted to talk about Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. Dead serious about a cage fight, says Dana White.
Dana White's in on it now?
Well, he's the one that said they're dead serious about a cage fight. The tech billionaires use their respective social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter, this week to talk up their battle readiness, and both have apparently since spoken to MMA Supremo Dana White.
I think everyone would want to watch that fight.
Speaking to TMZ, the UFC promoter said, said Zuckerberg versus Musk fight would even eclipse the revenue and viewership amassed by a 2017 boxing spectacle between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor, which 50 million people watched in the U.S. alone.
I feel like everyone would watch that. If Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, I would watch it. I feel like you'd watch it like at work. People would put it on.
There's no limit on what this thing can make, said White, who revealed he spoke to the pair last night. Both guys are absolutely dead serious about this. I'm excited, bro.
What, you like see it on you're smiling, dude.
I think Elon Musk is gonna get his ass handed to him, but I would love it if he KO'd Zuckerberg.
Oh, he just walks right out and just bam, like he like
good night,
like he like somehow like, oh my god, what if he used the Neuralink to like make his muscles and stuff stronger. You're not allowed to use outside stuff. But what if he like hit it and didn't let anybody know? And he comes out and he just like he like programs his muscles to like know how to fight.
It says Musk 51 appeared to light the fire under Zuckerberg's belly by saying he was up for a cage match if he was.
How old Zuckerberg?
I'll have to check that in 1 second.
I think he's like my age, bro.
He tweeted the challenge in response to a report that his rival's Meta company is plotting its own take on Twitter, widely reported to be an Instagram spinoff called Threads.
No one's going to do that. Threads. Mark Zuckerberg's 39, dude. He's going to beat fucking Elon Musk up. He literally, he literally like practices jujitsu and like wins tournaments and stuff, right?
Yeah, and I mean he's pretty in shape.
He is. I mean, he's a.
I'm not saying dweeb. I wouldn't fight him,
but Elon Musk is 51.
I'd fight either of them. Yeah, neither of them like really frighten me.
I know, but I think if I fought both of them, I think the one that would hurt me more is Mark Zuckerberg. You know, like
yes, I think he would probably be able to.
Like if he got you on the ground,
but, I mean,
you just
I don't know. I feel like people like that. I feel like they're just slightly more. I don't know how do you say like
if you're gonna say something offensive, say it funny.
It's not offensive. I think he's got a lot of money. People want to please him.
Okay,
I'll say that.
Okay, you think it's like one of those like, oh, you're really good, like you're winning. But when you go
even so,
but when he goes to a tournament,
nice leg sweep, he took me out.
Right. Well, I'm thinking like if I'm in a tournament and I'm doing jiu-jitsu and out of nowhere Mark Zuckerberg comes in,
you're gonna be like, oh,
no, I'm gonna be like, I want to fucking choke Mark Zuckerberg out right now.
I don't know. I think you're gonna be like, holy shit, that's Mark Zuckerberg.
You put me in Facebook jail for literally posting the same post 3 times in a row because somebody.
You're gonna think this is Mark fucking Zuckerberg.
I'm gonna be like,
you say he was my very first. Oh no, that was Tom.
Yeah, Tom was my first
Tom
friend.
forced everyone to be his first friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was Tom, where's Tom? Can we get this? Can this be a Royal Rumble? Someone get Tom in here.
Oh my God, let's bring Tom
Let's
back,
bring
bro.
Tom in, dude.
What, like, dude, how
What
old
are we
is
even
Tom?
doing?
Yeah, what is? Oh, how about the winner of this gets to fight Tom?
Ooh.
Yeah, Tom comes in afterwards.
Dude, look it up. What if Tom's like ripped? Tom's like the boss.
Is Tom
Like the last level boss.
Tom Anderson, American entrepreneur, last level boss.
Wouldn't that be sick?
He is not a. He only has 800,000 followers. Tom from MySpace is way more than knowable than Tom Anderson. Tom Anderson age.
Tom Anderson. Isn't that the dude from Matrix?
He's 52, and Mr. Anderson is, yes, from the Matrix, but I think his name is. I don't know what his first name is.
No one knows.
No one knows. It's Neo. But Tom Anderson is actually 1 year older than fucking Elon Musk. So I don't think he's the final boss.
Well, so then they should fight, and then the winner gets Zucks.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really care about Tom's like content, like with his like whatever $2 million that he got.
And then Warren Buffett's the final boss, but he never actually fights. He just sends people at you.
Who's the guy that created? So in the MySpace movie, Justin Timberlake's in it, right? And he's the guy that created Napster, right?
I don't think I ever saw a MySpace movie.
So the Napster creator Sean Parker is in it, and he is the person who got Mark Zuckerberg to do the thing. Sean Parker is, because I feel like he'd be an awesome person to fight.
We're just out here trying to figure out social media fights.
He's 43, bro. Like this would be more interesting.
Let's bring him in.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I think instead of social media, I think it's more just the CEO status. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, this Sean Parker guy is like part of the reason why Zuckerberg even.
Like, can we bring in like Steve Jobs or?
He's dead.
Oh, not him. He looks like the other one. What's the other one?
Bill Gates.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, dude, Bill Gates. Imagine if Bill Gates.
God, how did I not remember him? They do look alike, though.
No.
You don't think so?
No, man.
Maybe it's just because they did like the same thing.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know, man. But yeah. You have anything else on that Elon Musk and Dana White talking about, or no?
I think that's it. I think
we'll probably all be watching that in the next year.
Stay tuned, and then whenever we find out a date for this thing, we can start seeing who the favorite is.
We already know.
You think Zuck's the favorite?
He has to be, bro.
I bet that I can check it right now.
I bet you can, which is not healthy at all.
Why isn't it healthy?
Because you're checking odds right now.
I'm just wondering if the Zuck's the favorite.
I bet he is. I'm gonna put all the smart money on the Zuck. He's younger.
I don't know. You don't think Elon's gonna train?
No, I think he's gonna keep building rockets and thinking he's superior.
I think he's gonna keep building rockets. All right, go to sports here. Maybe it's under entertainment.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's not up there yet.
Here, all I gotta type in is Zucks. I don't know.
I'm getting tired.
Elon Musk versus Zuckerberg. Ooh, they also have a line for Zuckerberg versus Jeff Bezos.
That's the dude from Amazon.
Ooh, Zuckerberg is a huge favorite.
How much?
Minus 260.
Told you.
Elon Musk is plus 175. Musk is easy money, baby.
You're high, dude.
Come on. I love it. I love a dog. I love a dog. Come on, Musk.
You love a 51-year-old underdog?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's smart, right? We can all agree he's smart.
Can we agree Mark Zuckerberg's smart?
Who's smarter?
Okay, in fights, who wins?
Who's smarter?
I don't know.
Skip the question.
I don't know. I'm not.
Do you think Zuckerberg could make a spaceship?
No. But that doesn't mean he's smarter.
My point is proven.
Okay. Your point's proven. But then how does that translate to fighting?
Well, he'll train better.
Okay.
He'll research more to train better.
With Neuralink?
He could do it with Neuralink.
If he comes out, he beats the fuck out of Mark Zuckerberg, and he goes, I didn't train one day. Instead, I installed this chip in my brain. Everyone would do it. Everyone would do it.
Oh, dude, that would be such like a fucking.
Oh, that'd be a play, right? A power play.
That'd be a power move.
If
right
that
there. And then he owns the world.
literally,
Literally, I win this fight. I don't care. You can keep all the money because I just won the world.
yeah, literally, everyone
I own
has
everybody's
a Neuralink.
minds.
Yeah,
Just tap into your thoughts whenever I want.
if we are all a Borg hive mind
You
now.
know? Oh my god. I would never.
I'd be over here. I'd be like, bleep 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 bloop blap bleep blap.
I wouldn't understand you because I wouldn't have a Neuralink in.
Oh,
I'm
man.
just curious now if Zuckerberg is the favorite versus Bezos.
Bezos is old too. Bezos doesn't even fight. Bezos has like security guards.
Oh, he's a heavy favorite versus
like
Bezos.
plus 600.
Minus 500.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Good God.
Do you want me to go into my last one?
Yeah.
So we're slowly becoming a whale show because this last one is orcas disrupt boat race near Spain in latest display of dangerous, puzzling behavior.
Uh-oh. Another whale story.
Just whales.
Another whale of a story.
They're just straight up attacking, bro. It's a pod of killer whales bumped into one of the boats in an endurance sailing race as it approached the Strait of Gibraltar. This is a growing trend with the sometimes aggressive interactions with the Iberian orcas. It's like a certain kind of orca, I guess.
Okay.
It's a 15-minute run-in that 3 of the mammals just like literally forced the crew in the ocean race on Thursday to drop its sail and raise a clatter in an attempt to scare the approaching orcas off. So I don't know what raise a clatter is.
Make noise?
I don't know. I'm not a
I
boat
feel
guy.
like that's how like a pirate would say it.
It said no one was injured, and the skipper basically said it was just a really scary moment. So
Yeah, I would imagine they're big ass whales and they're hitting on your boat.
he said 20 minutes ago we got hit by some orcas. 3 of them came up straight at us and started hitting the rudders. Impressive to see the orcas, beautiful animals, but also dangerous moment for us. It's like, duh, dude.
Yeah, that's the one whale you don't want to be in the water with.
No, because
most whales like can't even hurt you.
and
or
that one
won't
will
even
eat you, dude. That one would eat you. It's like so crazy. Yeah, it said they were approaching the mouth of the Mediterranean Sea on a leg from the Netherlands to Italy when at least 3 orcas approached them. And there's some video of it at the bottom where they're literally like trying to pull the rudder off. Another video showed them trying to he's like swimming up and spins his nose like a fucking torpedo into the hull.
Oof.
Like he's trying to fucking like break it.
They know like freaking fighting moves.
Dude, it's literally like
They can make a Street Fighter for whales, and like you have so many moves.
Well,
like
dude,
back, left, right.
right? They do. They literally have 4 combination moves. The fact that this thing is swimming as fast as he can and then spins, because like when you punch, when you make contact on their skin with your fist, you're supposed to spin. You know what I'm saying? To like break the skin. Mm-hmm. And this orca knows, well, if I spin when I hit it, I'm gonna break that ice, because he probably thinks it's an ice, or some sort of thing, or he's trying to break the freaking steel hull or whatever it is. It's crazy.
Dude, they're smart, they're dangerous, and they are learning that we are more dangerous.
It says the past 4 years, they've just been bumping off boats that weigh more than 8,000 pounds. And it says that the behavior defies easy explanation, and there's marine searchers trying to study it, but like their boats get attacked too.
Yeah, how do you study that?
They say,
crazy.
they said they said some of these we've identified 15 encounters, and 13 of these encounters were with younger orcas. So we have a hypothesis that they're just playing.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They're just
We
playing.
knew that there was a possibility of an orca attack this leg.
And even if they are playing, I've seen whales play with their with seals.
These guys knew that they were like. These guys knew they were warned about the orcas and knew what to do in case they ran into them. That's crazy. It's like, hey, you might run into these things.
Yeah, no, it's a everyday thing out there, especially near the Strait of Gibraltar recently.
Yeah,
And they usually don't. They just like hit the rudders, and then once they shut off and they go out, and then the boat is just kind of floating there. They usually go away, but lately, from everything I've been hearing, is they're still going after the boat as it's being towed in.
It's so crazy.
Like, because they think that they're associating them with the lack of fish, overfishing. And, oh, hey, these boats are around and the fish are disappearing. Maybe we should get these boats to fucking leave.
This literally says, like, every other time an animal or, like, a regatta happens, like, people will run into animals, but it's like the boat running into the animal. And it's like, on this specific race,
right,
they get attacked. They should just stop this race.
They just, the orcas know when it's happening.
They're like, get the flip out of here, bro. Yeah. We're done with you.
Like, all animals have migrating patterns. Haven't you, like, guys figured that out yet?
Right.
Like, obviously, if you're having this race at the same time of year.
It's funny because, like, in my opinion, it's probably like a race. They're like, oh, it's a 90-year tradition. And it's like, bro, okay, well, the orcas don't care about that.
And a lot of people, I'm sorry to break this to you, 90 years isn't a long time.
Right.
In the sense of things, 90 years is very short. Anything that you've done for a long time, you haven't done for a long time.
No, we haven't. It's all, like, perspective. And we definitely think, like, oh, I've been doing this my whole life. I've been doing this forever. It's like
nothing is so special that, God, 90 years,
Right.
Right. If I could, honestly, I'm a different kind of person because I could find a freaking 35,000-year-old fucking femur and be like, oh, no, you want this?
I wouldn't. I'd be like, sick, dude.
Yeah,
this is super cool. You got anything else?
I think I got one last one, and it's about the mean streets of the Gaza Strip.
Mean streets of the Gaza Strip?
Yep. Apparently, horses and poop is a problem.
I mean, have you ever, like, been in New York or, like, a place where they have, like, horse cops and they're just, like, walking by and the horse just shits
Smells
right.
Awful.
They just shit right on the floor, and that's one.
Or they'll, like, wag
horse.
their tail while they do it and shoot at places and shit.
Oh, fucking gross, dude.
Well, in Gaza, they're trying to clean it up the best they can, and so they got horse diapers now. Putting diapers on their horses.
Like just giant cloth diapers.
I hope they're not cloth. Oh yeah, no, I see her putting it on. That is cloth.
It's Gaza, baby. I would.
It looks like a tarp. They'd probably just spray that bitch down. I wouldn't want to change it. I like the initiative,
And it's funny to see horses with diapers.
It says on the crowded streets of Gaza, horse-drawn carts continue to carry goods and agriculture produce, providing a vital service but creating a sanitary problem that one group wants to solve with diaper-style bags to keep the roads clear of manure. As well as the smell and flies they attract, piles of manure are an unsightly blight, said municipal sanitary worker Sahir Khattab.
Oof.
Yeah, I know, man. Who drives a horse-drawn cart to collect garbage. The bags attached to the rump of donkeys and horses that ply the streets are intended to eliminate the problem at the source.
I don't know about
At the same time, collecting a source of natural fertilizer that can be used in nearby farmland. Boom!
That's pretty smart.
Dude, come on, man. Come on. Evolution. We are keen to preserve a clean environment, keep our streets clean, and maintain a civilized situation. One group of activists promoting the initiative in Deir al-Balah town in the southern Gaza Strip said. And that's it.
So they're just like collecting the horse poop and not letting it get all over the ground and basically just putting it back out there.
And then putting it back and growing their veggies in it and then feeding them to their horses and then pooping it back out. And,
cyclical, just straight in a cycle. I like that.
I like it. I like it. That's recycling at its
So
finest.
this makes me think, like, I've never been to Mackinac Island. Does it just smell like horse shit?
It was a long time ago when I was there. I don't remember smelling horse shit now.
So they probably
cleaned it up very well.
Yeah, because they have what, bikes and like
a lot of bicycles.
I saw a picture of them like delivering all the stuff off the boat like to the different restaurants and like shops and stuff, and it was a dude on a buggy. Like he literally had a horse and like a cart. He was like driving it around.
I think that they used to have like I'm sure they still do, but I think they used to have like a ferry that like ferried cars across. Like, because there's like a brick road.
I don't know. Maybe they used to, but it's illegal now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Well,
cars are
then I can
illegal.
do it now. But I know that there's like a brick path road thing.
Yeah.
I didn't see cars when I was there. I just rode on a bicycle.
Right, because they don't let cars go there.
But
Yeah, man. I don't know. That's what I think of when I think of horses pooping. I don't really have a lot of like time with horses. I haven't been on a horse.
yeah, I think I rode a horse one time in my life, and it was very unpleasant. It hurts your man parts, and
Yeah.
it is very smelly.
Very smelly.
Like, have you ever just drove by the causeway?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awful.
I don't. When all those horses are out there.
Yeah, if you have the windows down, it smells awful.
Yeah, they don't smell good. I don't know, man. I'm not, like I said, not a horse fan. I saw somebody online with a goat that was like their pet, and it had a fucking diaper on.
A goat?
A goat, yeah, dude. Like I think people would just be putting diapers on animals now.
What's a goat do for you, though? Gives you milk, right? Goat's milk?
I think you can get goat's milk, and also I'm pretty sure they will go out and like eat like get rid of your like weeds and shit. Like you can just put it out there, and it's gonna like get rid of stuff, but probably everything. I don't know what a goat does.
I feel like it would eat everything.
I don't know why this lady has a goat. Some of these people I think are like animal rescue people.
Like, because I feel like dogs originally were protection, cats were for vermin.
Right. Well, some of these people
horses are to ride.
People now are starting
Birds
to
were
keep
carriers.
people now are starting to keep like animals that are like livestock animals as pets, you know? Like a goat, I think like is like it's similar to sheep. Like you keep them like for their manure, they get rid of stuff, you know?
You know what's crazy is if I got a pig and I raised that pig and I made a Facebook post or a Facebook page for that pig. And I posted that pig on that Facebook post page every day. And then 4 years later, when it was time to kill that pig, because I originally bought that pig for bacon, but I didn't tell anybody that, the world would be irate.
Because they love that pig.
Isn't that crazy? I should do it as a social experiment.
Oh my God. Just saying it. Is this in the social experiment? Just take random pictures of a pig that's not even your pig and then post
I
pictures
have to post a video of me slaughtering it, though.
No, you don't, because then you just like literally post up pictures of a random pig getting slaughtered, and you're like, oh, here it goes. Goodbye, Chris P. or whatever the fuck you decide to name
Chris P. Bacon.
Yeah, that's the name. But you don't want to say the bacon part, because if you name him Chris P. Bacon, then they're like, he's really gonna fucking bacon us.
He's probably gonna kill us.
Yeah, but like if you like just post, that's a social experiment. Take pictures of a pig that's already been slaughtered and post them on there in situations where people are like, oh, hey, I like this pig. I care about this pig's life. And then at the end of 4 years, you do the whole slaughtering thing. They freak out, and you're like, guess what? That pig was never even around at all.
Wasn't even a real pig. You guys loved me.
Yeah, it was just an AI pig that I had drawn. Like, what do you want?
You guys loved the robots before you knew them.
Yep. Dude, I'm literally writing a joke right now, speaking of robots. Like, I was like, the punch, or not the punchline, the setup is, so James Cameron, so I'm convinced James Cameron is Skynet. And you know what Skynet is, right?
No.
You know what Terminator is?
No. Well, I know who he is. I've never seen it.
Okay, so in Terminator, basically what happens is they're from the future, because it's like these like machines took over the future through Skynet.
And it's something like he's trying to save a boy.
Right, yeah, but it's Skynet is the computer overlords in Terminator, and James Cameron made Skynet. So my joke is that James Cameron is...
Oh, he made Terminator, so he made Skynet.
So yeah, so he is Skynet to me, and his goal is to make movies longer and longer and longer so that the humans will just kill themselves and the machines can take over.
Avatar 2 is fucking long.
I told you, we already talked about that in the other episode. It's so fucking long.
I know, but I hadn't watched it. And then I watched it in like 6 segments, and I was like, he wasn't lying.
It's a real long thing. And dude, JT wanted me to go see fucking the Flash movie, and I was like, is it 3 hours? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to watch something that long. He's like, you're just old, man.
You should have went and watched Guardians of the Galaxy with me. I'm still butthurt.
I couldn't. I was working, man. I was working. You can be butthurt all you want. You decide to go when I'm at work. What am I supposed to do?
Well, you knew what day it was coming out.
I got to keep the lights on, dude.
You knew what day it was coming out.
I did know, but my favorite game on my phone, I haven't played in 3 weeks. Like, I haven't done anything, dude. Just been working and working and working.
Once you do this show, then maybe you can play it.
Maybe a little bit. I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to keep working, but it's all good. So, man, you got anything else on this one?
I think I'm all out of information.
All right, man. So I think this was a pretty quick show. I don't know if it was our most entertaining one, but it still was a show, and nonetheless.
I thought we did pretty good. Me better than you, but you know.
Yeah, well,
relationships aren't 50-50.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're 80-20.
Lame. I think I heard you say it to your wife the other day. Lame. Whatever.
Did you really?
Yeah.
She loved that shit, though.
I'm sure she did. She's your wife. Your brother don't love that shit, though.
Well, I'm just telling you. I feel like my back hurts.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's acceptable for my wife. It's not so acceptable.
Oh, wow. Fucking wow. Okay.
I just gave you back for talking shit the other day.
I was talking shit. I just told you just talking to the mic. That was all I did.
Appreciate you, Josh.
Yeah. Well, I hope he hears that.
That's my boy.
I hope he hears that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in for this week's episode of the Weekend Rundown. I've been your host, Drew.
And I'm your co-host, Daniel.
And we hope to see you back next week for the same type of show.
Have a great week, guys.
A rich man.